All right, I just have to make sure that the people on Instagram actually know that there is a live stream going on. So give me a hot second here. Type. Yeah. Going live on going love on Instagram. They'll take me off of here if I do that. Going live on YouTube. Come say hi. YouTube.com/Kyle. There I am. Marshall tries. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. We are all ready to go here. Hopefully some people are going to join us here in just a second. Today is, yes, the monthly live stream that I like to do from this channel. And if you follow Media Lab on Facebook, I'll also be doing another live stream in about an hour from now on that channel. So lots of live streaming happening here for me today. Hello, coming from, oh my goodness, Ife? Am I saying your name right? Welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. I'm glad that you are here. Can I respond to these comments here? It doesn't appear so. I'll just type my comment. Hi, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. Anyways, I was about to announce that I do these live streams once a month. I like to do them quite a bit. And so today I have a few things planned. I'm going to bring back a game that we used to play on these live streams many, many months ago. So basically I just took some cards from the game Trivial Pursuit, if you're familiar with that game. It was actually originated in Canada, designed in Canada, created in Canada. And I've picked 5 cards at random. And we're going to play through this. And you can play at home. Oh, I said your name right. Great. We can play at home, see how well you do, and if we get a bunch of people here, maybe we can award a prize to the people who do the best. So definitely, and if you have any questions for myself, you can leave them down in the comments, of course. I've also brought a book here to kind of pitch and promote the new podcast that got released this week that I'm doing. However, let's start here. For those of you watching, please let me know, how was your week? What's going on? What's new? What have you been watching, reading, experiencing? What are the things that you're passionate about here this week? Leave them down in the comments. I want to celebrate all the cool things that the people who watch me are doing, because I think it's important to be supportive of everyone and the artistic pursuits that they are doing. I'm so glad you cannot see how messy this desk is right now, because there is just a lot of stuff going on in here. So a couple of different things happened in this past week. Of course, earlier this month I announced that I was cutting myself back to only doing 1 video a week, which has been a lot less stress on my part. I've been really enjoying that, getting back into just doing the 1 episode a week, even though YouTube probably hates it for their algorithm that you only are releasing 1 episode a week. That being said, it is better for my mental health if I focus on all the other things I'm doing, because also last month I premiered a new podcast called Creative Block, where I'm doing these interviews with entrepreneurs and with these creative people like artists and stuff, and I'm having a really great time. I think it's been a really, really fun show to be doing. I've learned a whole heck of a lot of the people that are in my city here, and sort of didn't even know. There's some people that I've known for quite a while and just uncovered things that I had no idea about. And there's these new people that I'm meeting that are telling me these amazing stories that are inspiring and funny and tragic and just great things that I get to be a part of. So I did that about a month ago, and then this week I premiered a new podcast, or kind of semi-premiered. The official launch day was September 5th. Everything was uploaded, the artwork was done, everything. I had submitted it to iTunes and to Google. Everything seemed to be going okay. However, Apple seems to be dragging their heels, so they still have not officially approved my podcast. I can't imagine them not approving it, but you never know. And because most podcast podcast apps are just drawing from the iTunes feed. If it's not up on iTunes, you're kind of dead in the water a little bit. So even though I have it on Spotify, and even though it's on the Google Play Store, I still am unable to actually see it or find it on iTunes or any of the podcasts that use iTunes because it hasn't been approved yet. Now, that's the podcast. It's all about Stephen Sondheim. So if you love musical theater, like I do, you are probably familiar with Stephen Sondheim. I've been a huge fan of his for many, many years. And as I've been saying here a lot, is probably the artist. Let me silence my phone so I don't embarrass myself. He is probably the artist that I draw the most inspiration from and that I think I am influenced by the most. So I am going through his entire body of work. His first Broadway produced show was West Side Story, where he wrote the lyrics for them. Not the music, but just the lyrics. And has had, that 60-plus year career. And has released things like Gypsy, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, A Little Night Music, Company, Into the Woods, Sweeney Todd, Assassins. Just a whole ton of things that he has released. And I'm really excited to go through all of it and talk about his lyrics and inspirations and background. So I released 3 episodes this week. I just finished editing the 4th one here this morning, which will be going live on Wednesday. So hopefully by Wednesday it's up on iTunes and most of the people can actually experience it. But if you're using the Android, you should be able to find it on the Google Play Store. And if you use Spotify, you can search Putting It Together and find it on there already so you can start to listen. But we'll come back to that here in a second. I just want to say that in the comments, where I'm getting a lot of comments from Ife. I'm so sorry. So the week started off well, but kind of got bad. I'm okay now, though. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it does turn around here at some point. It's nothing worse, too, than like starting off a week and you're like, yeah, everything is going awesome. This is so good. And then kind of doing like a nosedive midweek and being like, I just want this to be over. This is the worst. And then you say that I'll definitely check out your new podcast. You love Broadway. Cool. Oren asks, how is your Saturday going? You know what? It has been really good. I had a quick meeting this morning with this creative agency that I'm doing some video work for. So I'm trying to finish off some video projects for them for Tuesday. And we'll hopefully be getting paid for that finally here, which will bump up some of my bank account, which is great. And just had some lunch at Bumpy's Cafe, which is down the street. And now I'm going to be doing some live streaming for about 2 hours because I'm going to be here and then I'm going to be jumping over to my Facebook page for Media Lab, which is my production company, which I'd like to do like the weekly podcast or it's live stream from there. So it's going good. Saturdays are good. And then I'm going to this birthday party later today where we're going to be singing karaoke. So we'll see how well I do there. So I'm glad here now that we have some more people that can kind of join in because I do have right here in my left hand some cards. This is the game Trivial Pursuit. I swear to you, I have not looked at any of the answers yet so that I can play along with you. But I have picked 5 cards at basically random. I also just realized I should have asked, Oren, how's your Saturday? That was kind of rude of me. But anyways, I'm going to go through each of these cards, and you're going to play at home. Answer what you think the answer what you think the answer is, or answer what you think the question is. That might be fun. Down in the comments below. Oh, I have a random question down here in the comments, which is a bit of a random question, but why did you stop doing clogs? So I don't know how long people have been watching my video channel for. Clogs were something, the K-L-O-G, it was something I actually did for about a year. Actually, I think exactly a year, 52 weeks. And it was like every Monday I just released it was literally just me with my iPhone going around and just filming random bits throughout the week and then kind of cobbling that together to show people what I was up to and what I was doing. And the quick answer is that I was getting bored with them. I wasn't feeling, happy with the output. I didn't feel challenged to actually make them anymore, and I wanted to create something better. So I changed up what the Monday videos were going to be, and now I've stopped doing Monday videos completely, where I'm just doing the Thursday videos. I think it is actually something I'd like to come back to. of doing something like behind the scenes. I've actually been flirting with the idea of doing it kind of for Media Lab, where I just film some stuff behind the scenes and kind of throw that up onto the Media Lab YouTube channel just to show what's going on. Some of it's a lot of boring stuff of me working on things, but occasionally I get to go and do these cool meetings and go out and about here in the city. So it'd be kind of neat to show people what a normal day kind of looks like in that case. But yeah, I kind of stopped doing them because I was uninterested in continuing them on. And no one seemed, I got less views on those normally than the main video, so I kind of thought that most people just didn't like them. But maybe I was wrong. Maybe a lot of people did like them and I should have asked. Let me know if you watched clogs in the past and whether you like them or not. Okay. So, like I said, these are questions are at random. Some of these I might not know what they're referring to, so hopefully I do a good job. So 6 questions per card. First card, question number 1. Remember, put your answers down in the comments below. So, which school was Maya Lin attending when she designed the Vietnam Veterans Memorial as part of a class assignment? Which school was Maya Lin attending when she designed the Vietnam Veterans Memorial as part of a class assignment? I've never been to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. I believe it's in Washington, D.C., but that's all I can tell you. So if you think you know what school she was a part of, leave it down in the comments. Question number 2. Which train wreck comedian worked for a time as a pedicab driver in Santa Barbara, California? Which train wreck comedian worked for a time as a pedicab driver in Santa Barbara, California? I'm pretty sure pedicabs are the ones where they're on the bicycles and then someone gets into the back and then they bicycle them around the city. But there's only one comedian that I know of that's in Trainwreck, so I'm pretty sure I know the answer to that one. Question number 3. Which woman was second on Forbes magazine? Let me read that again. Which woman was second on Forbes magazine's list of the world's most powerful people in 2015? I have a good guess, but which woman was second on Forbes magazine's list of the world's most powerful people in 2015? Question number 4. What comic and sometimes member of the bluegrass band Steep Canyon Rangers wrote a memoir called Born Standing Up? Once again, what comic and sometime member of the bluegrass band Steep Canyon Rangers wrote a memoir called Born Standing Up? Question number 5. On average, which month sees the most tornadoes in the United States? So in the U.S., on average, which month sees the most tornadoes? And lastly, on this card, who was the first female Danish tennis player to earn top spot in the world tennis rankings? So, who was the first female Danish tennis player to earn top spot in the world tennis rankings? Oh, Jen says hi. Hi, Jen. How are you? Hopefully your Saturday is going well. I don't know if you're at work or not. But if you are, get back to work. So those are the 6 questions. Write down your answers down in the comments, who you think those are. I don't know if there's, I could make there be a prize this week. There's enough people here to make it worth your while. So definitely write down some of your answers. So I'm going to be going through these once again, so you can quickly write them down here if you want to. But which school was Maya Lin attending when she designed the Vietnam Veterans Memorial as part of a class assignment? This one, I literally have no idea. So, no answers, but Yale University. She was going to Yale. So initially scorned, the memorial is now cherished by millions of visitors each year. Which train wreck comedian worked for a time as a pedicab driver in Santa Barbara, California? And her name just flew out of my head. She was in Trainwreck. She's had that TV show for a while. Blonde hair. Oof. Amy Schumer. I knew that answer. I just could not remember her name. Which woman was second on Forbes magazine's list of the world's most powerful people in 2015? My guess is going to be Oprah. But let me see. Nope. Completely wrong and in a completely different direction. The correct answer, if I could speak properly today, the correct answer is Angela Merkel, Chancellor of Germany. So not Oprah. Not Oprah. What comic and sometime member of the bluegrass band Steep Canyon Rangers wrote a memoir called Born Standing Up? This is an easy one for me. A, because I love his stand-up comedy. B, I'm just a big fan of his work. And C, I like bluegrass music, so I know actually all of the clues that they gave us here. So this one is going to be Steve Martin. Yes, and Steve Martin is the correct answer. Okay, on average, which month sees the most tornadoes in the United States? So I'm gonna do a guess here, but tornadoes in my mind usually happen in the summertime. So I'm gonna guess like somewhere May, June, or July. It's gonna be one of those 3 months. I'll say June. Let's say June. It is May. With over 250 tornadoes across the country, June is a close second. So I was close, but no cigar for me. Lastly, who was the first Danish tennis player to earn top spot in the world tennis rankings? As I don't know any tennis players, not even male Danish, I don't even know male tennis players, so the fact that I'm trying to come up with a female Danish player is just not going to happen. And I'm going to try with her name, Caroline Wozniacki. Caroline Wozniacki. Hopefully that was even somewhat close. Jen, if you're still watching, you might have gone back to work already, but hopefully your Saturday is going well. What are you developing on your camera? Because I know you're shooting in film, like on actual film right now. So what camera are you using and what kind of shots are you creating? And if you want to pimp out your channel down below, you can definitely do that too. So hopefully some people got there. Let's do a couple more here. I want some people to actually leave some answers so that they actually are playing along here. Maybe you're in a place where you can actually type your responses very, very easily. All right, let's try this one. So we're gonna start here. Name two. I'm gonna cough. Excuse me. So name two of the 8 country flags that bear red, white, and green horizontal stripes. So what flags have red, white, and green horizontal stripes? I'm pretty sure Italy is one, right? Or is that white? Right? I think, and then maybe Jamaica. I'm giving away answers. I don't know. No, Jamaica's black in it. Black, green. Okay. Leave some of your answers down below. If you can think of any country flags that have a red, white, and a green horizontal stripe. I wonder if they're saying only those 3 colors or those colors, and there might be other ones as well. Okay, what chart-topping songstress lent her voice to Smurfette in 2011's The Smurfs movie? Who's seen The Smurfs movie? I have not, so I don't think I even know the answer to this. But let me read that again. Perhaps you do know. Which chart-topping songstress lent her voice to Smurfette in 2011's The Smurfs movie? Leave your answers down below. Maybe you know. Which F word is used for the delay of a Senate matter by debate or procedural motions? I actually do know the answer to this. It's a fun word to say. But which F word is used for the delay of a Senate matter by debate or procedural motions? Fourth question, which British musician appeared on the first cover of Rolling Stone magazine? Which British musician appeared on the first cover of Rolling Stone magazine? Maybe I didn't realize that they were British, because I thought I knew who was on the cover of the very first issue of Rolling Stone. And for some reason I didn't think that they were British, but I could be wrong. What is the more common, albeit alarmist, term for the Africanized honeybee? What is the more common, albeit alarmist, term for the Africanized honeybee? I do know the answer to this too, pretty sure at least. Lastly, which 2016 Olympic gymnast became the first female gymnast in 42 years to win 4 straight national championships? Once again, which 2016 Olympic gymnast became the first female gymnast in 42 years to win 4 straight national championships? Hopefully you know your gymnasts. So Oren has a guess here of the voice for Smurfette, unless you really think that that is, you know, the name for the honeybee. But we'll see. So here are all of the countries. Here are all of the countries that bear red, white, and green horizontal stripes. So we have Bulgaria, Equatorial Guinea, Hungary, Iran, Kuwait, Oman, Tajikistan, and Suriname. So not even close to Italy and Jamaica. But Bulgaria, Equatorial Guinea, Hungary, Iran, Kuwait, Oman, Tajikistan, and Suriname. Okay, which chart-topping songstress lent her voice to Smurfette in 2011's The Smurfs movie? And it was Katy Perry. She described Smurfette's voice as my voice and a bag of rocks with a pinch of sugar. Oh, isn't that cute? So look at this. I'm going to just type oh, if I could type here today. There we go. Congratulations, Oren. You knew about Katy Perry. Send. All right. Which F word is used for the delay of a Senate matter by debate or procedural motions? So, the answer is, I'm pretty sure this is going to be filibuster. And I'm right. It is called a filibuster when you just keep talking and talking and talking. Not unlike these videos. So, filibuster. Which British musician appeared on the first cover of Rolling Stone magazine? I honestly thought it was Jimi Hendrix who was on the first cover, but I apparently am wrong. Because it was John Lennon. So, that would make way more sense than what I thought it was. What is the more common, albeit alarmist term for the Africanized honeybee? I'm pretty sure it's going to be killer bee, and I am correct. And lastly, which 2016 Olympic gymnast became the first female gymnast in 42 years to win 4 straight national championships? I don't know any gymnasts, so it's going to be Simone Biles. Simone Biles. That fell off the table. Hopefully your Saturday is going very well. This is the time of the live stream that I want you, dear watchers, if you have any questions for me, please let me try that again. This is time for you, dear listeners. We'll just cut that out in post. You, dear listeners, can now have a chance to ask me questions. No topic is off limits. Whatever you want to ask, you can. Down in the comments, we still have like 8 minutes to go here. So let me know what it is. What are your burning questions about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, or maybe just about myself. Things that I might be working on, things that you're just curious about in general. The meaning of life is 42. Never forget it. So yeah, let me know down in the comments. Let me know if there's anything that you want to ask. Because otherwise, we're going to start to do this little wrap-up here. Like I said at the very beginning, I am a big fan of Broadway. So putting it together is a new podcast that came out this week. Still not on Apple Podcasts, but or any of the apps that actually use Apple, which is the majority of them, to pull down that information. But Google Play has it, Spotify has it, so if you're listening to podcasts on either of those two platforms, you're going to be able to listen to it right away. Hopefully Apple will approve it here sometime this week, because there's a new episode coming out on Wednesday. So this is definitely going to be something that's going to go weekly and be about 4 years of my time. Okay, so question here. By the way, I'm going to try and pronounce your name. Tuan or Tuan? I'm going to say Tuan. I'm butchering that name. I apologize. But it says, did you succeed with your crush, which you talked about in your video, Lusty? So yes, there was a video I made here a few weeks ago, which I was a little bit uncomfortable releasing, to be honest, because I was like, should I do something like this? And I wrote it out, and I recorded it, edited it, and stuff like that. And I'm still a little bit like, maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I should make something different here this week. But I released it anyways. And in there, I was talking about this person that I was developing feelings for, and that it was weird, and like maybe I should just bite the bullet and go ahead and ask them. Well, I'm still not going to reveal who it was, but I definitely did go and talk with them, and it actually went very, very well. Wink. So it definitely worked out. Where that's going, I don't know. I can't predict the future, but at least in the short term, it did go very well. So thank you for asking that question. But hopefully, at some point, I will reveal all, and I won't be so cagey about it or so opaque about it. But yeah, that's my answer to that. Any other questions that people have? Please let me know if there's anything that you want to know about in my daily life. Dating is so weird, people. Here's the thing with me is that I have talked about this a lot in my videos about how I have really bad self-esteem, and that oftentimes I don't think I'm good enough for the other person. So as soon as I express feelings or start dating somebody, immediately I'm just like, these people are too cool for me, and I don't really deserve to be in this relationship. And so I have to kind of keep reminding myself that those are really bad thoughts to have, and that I'm just trying to sabotage myself. But those thoughts are always there for me. And yeah, so there you go. But right now, not tied down to any specific person as of yet. Hopefully I can be in the future. So that is my answer to that question. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for coming out here today. I continually try to do different things here for these live streams. I'm going to throw it to you, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this after the fact. I really do want to know if there are things that you want to see me do on a live stream, or if you've seen other people do some cool, neat games or interaction with the audience. Please let me know what those are, or if there's specific topics you want me to cover in a live stream that don't really fit into, like, you know, short little videos. Twan asks, are you going to hop on Patreon next? I think I might do a very quick little Patreon live video, yes. So if you are a Patreon supporter, you're going to see a link, hopefully, in the next couple minutes. It takes a little bit of setup to do on my end. But yeah, I'll probably go like 15 minutes or so over on Patreon, just for any Patreon supporters that want to hop on with that. So thank you for asking. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up here. What is the time? It is 1:26. 1:26 my time. I don't know what it is where you're watching from. So probably around the 1:30 mark. Hopefully you'll get a link from Patreon letting you know about that. Like I said, if there's anything else that you want to see, let me know down in the comments below. Thank you, everyone, for coming out here today. I hope your day goes extremely, extremely well. Have a great day.